And welcome live to the LV Home Experts Radio Show, where we talk about real estate and financing. So if this is your first time tuning in to this channel, my name is Chakits Kruksawat. I'm a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I want to introduce you guys to my co-host, Dan French, with Guarantee Rate Mortgage. How's everything going, Dan?
Oh, it's great, man. How's life? Everything's
good, man.
You been slamming deals or what?
I don't know about slamming deals. The market is a little bit different nowadays. It comes in waves. It's like it's hot, cold, it's hot, cold. A lot of people talking about the market is about the tank because of the feds raising rates. I mean, there's so much going on as far as, you know, printing more money, people are relocating, shortage of inventory. It seems like a lot of people have no clue what is going on with the housing market. Everybody's speculating, including myself. So today we have a very special show, and we do this once a month as far as breaking down the numbers. That's right? Because the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you a story.
Yeah.
So on today's episode, we're going to talk about condos, townhomes, and also we have a telemarketer, which is very rude of me. I don't know why I keep doing this as far as like, you know, keeping my phone on, so I do apologize. Maybe I should just power off, right? On every single show.
Unless they're going to call in, but is that show?
No, not today, because we have so much to cover. Also, I'm going to go over a couple things too as well, as far as some new inventory that's actually coming on the market, because a lot of people will reach on out to me and ask, hey, do you have any off-market properties? I literally have like a full list of off-market properties that are coming up on the market. So I think it's important that we share this with you. We are the only company, and it looks like I have a booger here. I'm going to take this booger out real quick.
Jesus.
Oh, very disgusting, right?
Did you get it?
I think I did. Let me see. Oh, is it still there?
Jesus.
York, I need some toilet paper, please.
Hey,
cramping my style.
Tell him to get the gloves, man. He can't come in. Yeah.
I'll have
him come in with no gloves?
I have him dig it for me. Like,
that's
hey,
what I'm saying.
So how's everything going with you, man?
Good.
It seems like I don't really see you too often anymore, or you don't even talk on the phone.
I've just got life, man. I mean, it's just busy, dude. Like, you know, family life, things going on.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You know, I mean, it's not. We still talk. I mean, it's just my life, dude. When I get up, I get my phone ringing almost nonstop, for the most part.
Yeah. It's like every time I talk to you now, it's like, yo, I'm on the phone.
Well, I mean, you got meetings.
Yeah.
You got company meetings. You got things going on. So you gotta address these things, and you know, I think it's different. I'm not saying it's bad, but when you're like working as inside of like a corporation, you're really working more so for a company that you got to follow guidelines, procedure. You do still have to do that as a realtor too.
Yeah.
But I think with realtors, you know, there's a plethora of things that you can do as a realtor that you're not required to be somewhere. Like you have to with your client.
Yeah.
But there's a plethora of things that are like, hey, you know what? I can go do this. I can do video tours. I can do this, because you run your own schedule.
Yeah.
For me, it's a blend. I can run my schedule, but I still have to abide by certain things to get certain things and meet deadlines.
Yeah, but you also have to understand, as a entrepreneur, a lot of you guys are not aware that every licensed real estate agent is an independent contractor. So we don't really work for the company that I hang my license with. So just keep that in mind. Our pay comes from a deal that we close. So basically, you know, how we generate businesses, you know, through leads, social media, however it is, you have to pay for that. So it's just like running a business, right? So you don't get paid until the deal is done. So there's a lot of moving parts. So also another thing I do want to announce is this. We need more agents on the team, believe it or not, because we have a lot of leads. Also, this week we are currently working on a brand new coaching program. And the coaching program has to do with if you're a real estate agent, or if you want to be a person that generates leads for a real estate agent, where you can actually make money off of YouTube, right? And if you're just an agent out there, want to learn how to do video home tours, and how to get leads, how to market through social media. Stay tuned to that because we are currently working on the course. In addition to that, we are hiring 10 agents. That's right. So if you are an agent out there and would like to be a part of our coaching program, I will have a link in the description below with our full contact information. Feel free to reach on out to us, and we're going to help you out through the process of your career. I'm going to show you how to make over 7 figures consistently. That's right, 7 figures, right? I'm just an average guy, right? Just an average dude.
It comes down to systems.
Yeah.
You got systems in place, and you can replace somebody else with that system, and if it works, they always say if you make $1 million, $1 million ain't as much as it used to be. But
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, but what they say is if you take it away, can you remake it? Can you build it back? If you can do that, then you got a great system.
Yeah. So what's going on with the Las Vegas news? Like, what's going on around Las Vegas? Anything new going on? There's a lot of things being built, right?
There's a casino being built over, I forgot the name of it, but it's another station casino.
Yeah, right off the corner. I think 215 and Rainbow.
That's going to provide a lot of jobs. And that's right next to SUMMERLIN, South Summerlin, really. So that's going to provide a lot of jobs out there.
You know what? I've been gambling a lot lately.
Really? Have you been winning?
Here's the thing. I think I've been gambling now for past maybe 2 months, and I'm more ahead than anything. But like when I go out and gamble, I'm not going to like win money. It's not like a career. I have this thing about craps for some apparent reason. I've been playing craps a lot.
You're just bored, man.
You want to know something? You're absolutely right.
Because you can't find me in a casino. Like if it's an occasion, I got people coming in. But man, I don't even want to deal with the crowd. I don't want to go in there and fight the people because, dude, they're there for a reason. They're there to just let it all out. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be a part of that unless it's like somebody that's like a family or something that's out in town. Coming from out of town.
You know what? You're just
bored, man.
You know what? You just hit the nail on the head. I am literally bored because after dinner, there's like really nothing to do. So me and my wife, we'll just go out and we'll just throw a couple $100. Yeah. Right. Normally I'm breaking even. Because craps is a slow process, but it's a fun game. But I think the reason why I enjoy it is because I get to meet people around me, and I like to have conversations. And when we win, we all trying to win together. And I think that's where the camaraderie is. You know what I mean?
Where are these people mostly from? Where you meet them?
They're like all over the country.
It's not mostly Californians.
No, that's the weird thing. It's like I end up building relationship. I think what it is, I'm more of a people person now, where I enjoy hanging out with people and having conversations. And I don't know what it is. Like you said, I'm just probably bored. You know what I'm saying?
You're bored, and I mean, you got a very comfortable life. And I think when you don't have, look, man, a lot of people, they're just living not paycheck to paycheck, but they got to work. They got, and so they have kids. They don't have time to just go do that. And I think that's more like a luxury thing for somebody. It's money you're going to spend that hopefully you don't need it. Yeah, because you're going to probably lose it. Not to be negative, but it's true, right? So I just know, I don't know. But subsequently, you look at things like, okay, well, you're out and let's say that you win. I think your whole mindset would change too. Like, oh, how many people put it back? You know what I mean? And I think that's when you're out gambling and you're just having fun. So I don't know. I could see both sides where it's like, okay, people can't do it, but I understand why you do it.
Yeah. So let's get into the housing market. We're going to focus on condos right now. And the condo market is very hot. And the reason why the condo market is hot is because a lot of people are having a hard time, right, purchasing a single-family residence in today's market, right? Now, when I say single-family residence, right, when it comes to real estate, single-family residence technically consists of detached condos, townhomes, duplexes, triplexes, and 4-unit buildings, right? But let's focus on condos. So as of today, we currently have 268 condos available for sale, that is not much whatsoever. That is such a low inventory for condos.
I think I did a search for single family residence homes under 200,000 and it was like 12.
Okay.
I think I remember hearing somebody talk about that. So
now going back to condos. So if we focus on condos today, right? So for a condo today, you're closing out, right? If you wanted to buy one, if you are interested, it's $240,000 for a condo. I remember when condos were like $20,000, $30,000. Now that's like 10 times as much. It's unbelievable within the last 10 years. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, there's a lot to condos that people have no idea. You know what I mean?
Now, in today's market for a condo, right, it was literally listed, right? Last 7 days, it was listed for like $235,000. They're selling for $240,000. $15,000 above. Oh, we got a super chat.
Oh, you got a little whistle now?
It's supposed to be a horn.
Oh, a horn?
That's right.
Sounds
Thank
like a
you.
whistle. It's not.
Thank you so much.
That's a mini horn. It's like
Court McAndrew says, I love the channel. I appreciate all the advice. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate that. Now, going back to condos. 235,000 listed, is selling at 240 across the board, at $240 a square feet or foot. The median price, right, at 240, what do you get? 1,043 square feet. The standard condo is going to be a 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. Average days on the market today, believe it or not, is 5 days, which is not a very long time. 5 days. These things are moving pretty quickly.
5 days?
5 days. And matter of fact, one of the first condos that I've purchased was a couple months ago. And you guys probably seen this on our second channel where we did a full flip. We bought that for 110 and we put like 50 into it. We're into like 160 now. In that neighborhood is worth about $250,000. So that was a pretty good deal that I got at that time.
Yeah.
All right.
Was.
Because it's not about how do you get your deal. It's about, buying it up front. That's where you get your deal. But anyway, I want to talk about this. If we take a look from the beginning of the year, January 1st until now, right? January 1st, condos were literally selling at $218,000, right? That is a $22,000 increase within a couple of months. We're here in April now.
Mm-hmm.
Less than what? I'm going to say less than probably 95 days, right? What is it? Oh, the 5th, 96 days, whatever it is, right? That's up 10% within less than 4 months, less than 96 days, $22,000. So what does that tell you? If you bought earlier, right?
And you would have that much equity.
You would have had that much equity. $22,000. That's a lot of money. So we did a little bit further research here.
Okay.
From year to date. So if we went all the way back to April, right? Until now, one whole year, check this out. 1 year ago, you could have bought a condo, a 2-bedroom condo, for $175,000. Today is at $240,000. That's a $65,000 equity position in 12 months.
What do you say about resale on condos? Everybody always questions, should I buy a condo because I can't resell it right away? In this market, maybe different, but in normal markets.
In this market, you can sell anything.
Right.
Right.
Is it usually can it easily resell it? Because I think that's a part of buying into property.
Well, the stigma is this. When somebody is qualified for a home, right, the first thing that they look at is a detached single-family residence. If they could not afford that in today's market, then the next thing would be possibly a townhome, then a condo, then a tent.
Or the sidewalk.
Exactly. So a $65,000 increase, that's a 27% increase within 12 months.
Well, so let's talk about the situation with condos and SIDS. Lids.
Oh, we got another super chat, baby. Thank you, Jeff. Just bought a 3,000 square feet home near Sky Canyon last August. It's up $100,000 already. Listen to the show. It's a lot. And there was a lot of great advice that we really appreciate. Thank you very much, Jeff. That's how we do it.
Did you get cash? Did you get cash on that too, or?
Oh no, I didn't get. Oh yeah, we got. Sorry, $9.99. I do appreciate it. Super chat. Thank you so much.
$9.99.
Hey, you know what? We're trying to make $2 million this year. We need your help through super chat. So you know what? Give us all your money.
Does that all go to York's bonus?
You know what? Oh, he wants a Tesla. So the goal here is this. The goal here is this. We need to make more money Because as we make money, we all make money. That's just the bottom line.
York needs a Tesla, man.
He wants a Tesla Y, which is, I don't know why he's getting a Tesla Y.
Rudy needs a bonus too.
Yes. look at Rudy. Rudy's looking over here. He's like, yo,
Rude,
I want to get something too.
I need a bonus.
And I told Rudy, go out and buy that Raptor. Stop being cheap. He's got the money.
Take that. Everybody's bonusing over here.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to the next sector. Townhomes. This townhomes is very important, right? So townhomes today, currently active, 193 townhomes. That is not much at all, right? 93 townhomes. So
no, that's not a lot at all.
Median price point for a home in today's market is $340,000 for a townhome, right? It was initially listed at $329,500, but people are paying $10,000 above the appraised value. Price per square foot is $242,000 with an average days in the market 6 days. 6 days. These things are moving fast.
Quick.
At $340,000, what do you get? 1,374 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, right? And a 2-car garage, which is not bad at all.
No.
But I remember when I bought my first home and I paid $195,000 and I paid $10,000 more for this bank-owned property that I purchased because I wanted it. And I remember back then I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a high payment. Like, it was such a commitment to me. I was so scared. Like, you wouldn't believe this. But now people are paying $340,000.
Where did the mindset shift?
When I made more money.
Where did the mindset shift for people today?
So I think that's a very good question. I don't know. I think
there's got to be somewhere where something clicked in society that said it's acceptable to do this because of something.
I think what it is, it's number one, it's because of the interest rates, but we're going to get into this here in just a second because after I go over these numbers, let's dissect and figure out why is this taking place. But I think it's the mindset now, right? Because we are in a nation where everything is it's not about how much does it cost anymore. It's just how much money is coming in and how much is everything that I'm renting. That's what they look at. It's the outflow.
I think there's a myriad of things.
Yeah.
You know, there's tons of things. We'll go into this and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get into it in just a second. So I want you to think about this. At $340,000 for a townhome in today's market, if we went back in the beginning of this year, of January 1st, they were going for $305,000. That is up $35,000, which is a total of 11% within 96 days. That's more than 3%. 3%.
Yeah.
That's insane. 3% every single month on an equity position, right? So people worried about, hey, interest rates is going up. But we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to give you kind of like my perspective of how this affects the market. But now going back to townhomes, if we went from year to date, went back all the way to April 2021, a townhome was $260,000. Today, $340,000. That's $80,000 increase. That's a 24% increase within 12 months. That's unbelievable. Oh, that's right. We got another super chat.
Dude, everybody's just throwing money.
Thank you, Jay. Inflation is out of control. Buy Bitcoin. Oh, Spice Noodles. This is for York's Model Y funding. Another $65,000 to go.
Whoa, somebody just put in $65K?
No.
Oh.
Apparently, I guess that's how much one of these things actually costs.
Oh, his car is Tesla?
Yeah. Dang, that's pretty damn expensive.
You got a long way to go. York?
Yeah, we got a long way to go.
225,
I
man.
know. What are we up? 16 bucks? Oh my god.
2025, he'll be ready.
Yeah, he got a long way to go. That's right. Now, let's move to single family residence detached. Okay, how many homes do we currently have out there right now? Dan, give me a guess.
Oh, I'm going to say 2,300, right around 2,300.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh.
You are off the mark. 1,971 homes currently available. But
Wow.
overall, you are pretty much close. So, Can't fault you for that. The median price point for a home in today's market, $465,000.
Wow. That was just last week, right?
Yes, the average list price was about $450,000. People are paying about $15,000 above the price per square foot across the board right now for a single family detached home is $253,000. Average days on the market is 7 days. The thing about it is people are like, the market is gonna tank. But look, the numbers don't lie here. 7 days on the market, things are moving along. What do you get is 1,882 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. So let's take a look at this further. January 1st, the beginning of the year, $435,000. Now it's $465,000, up $30,000 within the last 96 days, up 6.8%. Year to date, that's right. So if we take a look back at April 21st or April, 21. I'm sorry, $337,000. I'm sorry, $377,000. Now is $465,000. That's up $88,000, which is a total of 19% increase, which is unbelievable. 19% increase. Is this boring?
No. I'm looking at the stats.
I know it's all about the numbers. So I know this is kind of boring to a lot of you guys out there, right? But we're trying to make this show a little
it's about the stats. What we're doing is we're giving education on what we know.
Okay.
And
so
go ahead.
Now the question is, let's talk about what's going on in today's market. We already know things are moving a lot quick, right? It's increasing roughly about 3% every single month. Feds came out planning on raising rates. Rates are sitting at what right now? What are you closing on an average, like 4.2, 4.5?
Well, we recovered a little bit.
No, you guys didn't recover, dude.
No, what I'm saying is it slightly came down a bit, just a little bit. But overall, we're hovering right around 5, or like high 4s.
Shit, that's a lot.
Well, look, okay, so.
That's a lot.
Well, look, let me explain.
Everybody's comfortable at that 3. That's a lot.
Okay. What people don't understand, though, is that there was 12%, 18%. There's been 20%.
That doesn't count for you because you wasn't even alive.
I know. But you got to look at the issue of, okay, is it still pushing people out of the market at 5? And it's not. Even though you say it's a lot, people are still buying. And you know what? I got a guy the other day doing an investment property. Credit's crazy, not good. 5.5. He still did it.
Oh, we got another $7.77 of Vegas coin. Later, whenever you get the time, can you actually tell us, right? Tell us what? Well, I don't know. What does it say here? I've seen Chakits show homes with 2 different what? I don't even know how to read. What is this guy saying here? Let me know.
What does he say? What is it?
I don't know. Hold on. I need your help because I can't read. You read that better than me. What does this say right here?
Where are you at?
Right here. What does this say?
Where?
Vegas coins.
Oh. Later when you get the time, can you tell us what are the critters or what the critters are in Las Vegas?
What does he mean? Like
the bugs, man.
Oh. Well, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't got critters in your house?
No, you do?
I mean, I've seen some stuff.
You got bugs at your house?
Yeah, you just got to get a bug person to go.
No. Oh, you know what? That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I do. But I guess he's talking about like maybe scorpions or something.
I mean, like I said, there could be a plethora of things. I mean,
snakes.
Well, I would say spiders, right? Ants, right?
You actually get those at your house?
Yeah,
though?
you get those big water bugs.
You know what? I never get those because I have somebody that just comes like every 3 months, like 90 days. And at that point, see, look, ants, crickets, and maybe scorpions. I don't get that kind of stuff because I live in the center of town. And, right, I'm spraying every, 90 days anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
I mean, most people
Which only
do.
costs us about $30. Just keep that in mind.
So
okay. Let's go back. I'm sorry. We kind of got derailed.
No, it's all right. But he was asking with 2 different critter repellents. Do you have any repellents? That's the question.
No, I don't because what I do is I just use a third-party company. It's like $35. Because the problem is that you can have one spray.
No. What he's saying is that you've used 2 different critter repellent companies, and I don't know what he's implying.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. But anyway,
so go ahead.
Let's go back. Interest rates. Are you seeing that affecting the housing market right now?
Well, I think it's not affecting it as much as people think. Okay. I feel that the home supply is really affecting people.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that interest rates aren't glaring, but I do feel that there's people out there that are pushing to buy homes because rates are going up.
Mm-hmm.
But is it out of the fact that, they just need a house at that time, or they're just trying to say, hey, if I don't get into it now, I could lose out, right? I might have to pay something a lot higher down the road. So is it affecting people buying homes? I would say no. I would say the supply is actually affecting people more. They're just backing out. And then with all of these things, this perfect storm of low supply, higher rates, higher cost of homes, I think people are just saying, you know what, I'm done.
So with the low inventory and the high demand of people moving to Las Vegas, which now statistics says that we have roughly about 5,500 people moving every single month here, migrating out here, is really pushing the supply down very low, that it doesn't matter if the interest rate is at 5.5% today, because it doesn't matter, right? Because it's the consumer confidence, it's the demand, it's the scarcity where people want to buy, which is still forcing the supply to even go down even further. And now people are still wanting to buy no matter if it's at 5.5%.
I think psychologically people had challenges today that they didn't have a year or two ago.
So that being said, right, at 5.5, the question now is, how high can it go to the point where you start to see that balance come back down, that correction, where interest rate is high enough to the point where people can't afford that home, right? Mm-hmm. Now supply starts to meet that demand, right?
I think it's a part of that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with all of that. I think it's the fact that you have people have they have confidence in their job. They go to work, they make a paycheck, they can pay their bills, they have X amount of money left over, they go out and buy things. I think that contributes to decisions made when buying something significant like a house.
Yeah.
Furthermore, I think people also look at, okay, well, if we have all of the inflation that we see, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to really make that strong decision. Should I really get in now because of all these things? You have like numerous factors of just different things happening that maybe are pushing people into this market when they probably didn't want to get into this market, or they're forced into the market.
Yeah.
And then you have to look at the alternative that maybe the cost of shelter is just going up, Okay. And that's a problem too.
So let's look at this now. Wages. The median the average household income is around $56,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're at $465,000 for a home,
right?
It's almost about to exceed the 10 times of the income, right? So if you're only making $56,000 and you're buying a $460,000 home, right? That's probably about more than 40% of your income that's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the challenges that people are going to run into in the long run as home pricing goes up. You can't afford a home. And if you can't afford to buy a home, the market should tend to shift and starts to slow down.
Yeah, but is that a good thing? Do you really want it to slow down? Because look, the Fed and what they're trying to accomplish is they're trying to accomplish where they have that fine line of how far do we increase the Fed's fund rate. If you go back to 1981, they just like, hey, you know what? We're just going to tackle this thing and we're just going to raise it and slow the economy. And they went into a recession. And what the Fed's trying to do is balance it where they don't go into a recession. And that's why they're trying to, raise it a quarter of a point at a time to see what the outcome is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to do that. I feel that maybe they should just go and say, hey, we're going to just, take the Band-Aid off.
So here's the thing. We know that the Feds have to raise rates one thing and one thing only. Mm-hmm. It's because they have to chase inflation. Right?
Correct.
Because their projective is 2% every year, right? Obviously, you can't keep printing money and letting other people borrow money without paying them back. So we have to raise rates, right? So I think this is a perfect storm for the Feds to raise rates.
Well, so how much wiggle room do they have?
Well, that's where I go back. We're at 5.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Inventory is this low. As you raise rates, things could start to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
again, now inventory will increase. So that's kind of like their barometer, and that's how they're going to shift and balance it, right? But then it's going to come to a point where people just realize, you know what, I'm not going to buy a home because I'm priced out of the market. But the other equation is this, because there's so much money in the money supply, now that we have inflation, and somebody was criticizing me the other day because we were throwing the word out there, inflation. I mean, hyperinflation, which is, look, we're already in hyperinflation, dude. Believe it or not. Because everything's like at 12%. If you look right now, right, depending on the statistics that you look at, the feds are saying it's at 8%, right, of inflation. But depending on which website that you go to, it could be 16%. Everything is so expensive nowadays. It's not like how it was 5 years ago.
Well, and I think it comes down to, you go back, I think it was in December, Google said, they're not going to increase wages for their employees, right, to match the inflation.
Yeah.
Ideally, you would like to have a company that you work for that says, okay, inflation's going up, we see it, and this is out of people's control. I mean, this is really just, a position that people are in. Now they're saying, okay, I want to buy a house, and to answer your question, I think that there's other factors now, and that's why people just aren't buying. They got to almost like reset and make sure that this is something they can actually do. Before it was like, oh, we can do it, and we're going to go ahead and jump in and pay for this payment. We got two incomes, even two incomes today. People are like, should I go buy a $500,000 or $600,000 house?
Now, let me play devil's advocate here, okay? According to Zillow, or actually Redfin, their analytics, they were saying that they're short about 3 million homes at this time, which is unbelievable. All right. I guess the question is, how are we short like 3 million homes?
I don't know if we're short 3 million homes, but I don't know. I mean, to answer that question, I have no idea. I mean, I think, there was things that go out, the thing about just trying to accomplish that is not everybody's in a position as a company to compensate for inflation. And I think that's where people come in is like, okay, just as an example, I'm just saying that when you have inflation, you're not getting help from anything else. I think you had a situation where we had the stimulus check. People were just saving that. They had extra money. Now it's like, well, how do you gain that extra money? How do you compensate for things going up as much as they are? Another
thing I want to, address, a part of the equation here is that, a few years ago, everybody had a high interest rate, and a lot of people refinance, including myself. Like, I mean, I was at like a 4 point something, and I dropped down to like 3.2. And we talked about this years ago, and I even had this conversation with you. I knew that we're going to come to a time where things are going to get overinflated, but then how many homes that are out there right now that has a low interest rate, right? A lot of people. Statistics says that about 50% of Americans actually own their home free and clear. And the people that have mortgages like me, right, they're not going to let that mortgage go because you will never get a 3.2% again. So how many Americans out there that have homes at 3.2%?
Well, they could possibly.
That being said, at 3.2%, you have a low payment. So it would not make sense in my case to sell the home, take the money, right, of the equity and go buy another home at 5.5%. So what I'm saying is that when you have a percentage of the United States refinance their home, right, and if you look at your data, and we talked about this, you said that nobody's refinancing down because rates are not that low anymore. So people that have those kind of homes, they're not going to sell those homes. So when they don't sell those homes, what happens? We don't have enough supply. So that pushes the supply down even further, right? But I guarantee what's happening is you may have that person that has that 3.2% with an equity position, but what are they doing? They're probably going out buying a second home. I mean, that's just my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, so I was reading something about Forbes.
Okay.
They said there's 16 million vacant homes on the market. Okay.
Okay.
Now that's not occupied.
Yeah.
What there's some speculation out there is you have investors that are trying to buy the homes and hold on to the homes so they can either prop the market or rent out these homes, right? What are your thoughts on that part of it? Because do you feel like there's investors? Because we have a builder, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to say, hey, we're going to sell this house as a primary residence. And the builders are like, hey, we're not going to sell these homes for investors. Obviously, there's something going on because they don't want to have investors in that.
That's not true, because there are hedge funds out there that actually has deals with certain builders where they're actually buying out a whole tract. Matter of fact, I seen this article probably like 2-3 weeks ago. There are like 3 big companies right now. One's out of Canada, the other 2's out of the United States. What they're doing is buying a bunch of rental properties, right? They're going to go in, throw, a couple $1,000s, and they'll just rent out the property. Matter of fact, I did a deal a couple months ago with one of those bigger companies, and that's all they're doing. They're just buying a bunch, right? And they're just renting it out. And these guys are actually on the, on the stock exchange. Like, that's how big these companies are.
Let me ask you this question. So do you think that there's properties out there that investors are buying just to prop up the market and not rent them out, just hold on to them?
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I think the way that the market is going right now with the slow, what is this?
York
My
got
car
another
is not
raise.
starting. Well, your car is not starting? Are you serious, York? Okay, yeah, we are on the show right now, and York's car's not starting. What time you got to be there? 5? Okay, so then,
just give him the keys.
yeah, then that means you're gonna have to jet back here.
Or you're bowling. I know.
Yes, got it. All right, go make it happen.
I'm going right now.
Okay, he's going right now.
Hey, you letting him drive your car? Man,
Yeah.
he's special
I really don't
to
want
you.
to either.
Yeah,
He's really
hey,
special.
If you scratch it,
You're insured, right?
what? Wait, aren't you insured? I am. Okay. All right.
But I want to go back to this.
Yeah.
The reason I'm bringing this up is so with the investment properties.
Yeah.
So there's that was an article in Forbes, and some of them, I mean, some of the data might be mixed, but
Yeah.
I think when you talk about where did it shift, I don't know. I mean, I don't even think even if you did raise companies raised their employees' wages,
Yeah.
that the inflation, do you think that's still going to continue to go up? Obviously, right?
Yeah.
So how are you going to still even compensate for that? Even if it did. So there's a lot of people with uncertainty.
So look, I think the moral of the story is, look, the pendulum goes from left to right. You don't know where it's going to stop. That's just the reality.
Right.
All this stuff is just prediction. All we can do is just tell you exactly what's going on today, right now. I can't see, down the future. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be here.
No, but I'm saying, when did the people's mindset shift where they're saying, you know what, I'm just going to buy no matter what it is. That's look, how many people come in and say, Chuck, I just got to get this house. It doesn't matter. 5.5 rates doesn't matter. If I got to put 50 above.
The first thing is like, I can't believe this thing is at 5.5%.
But they do it though.
The problem is
They still do it though,
well,
right?
The reason why is because it's scarcity.
That's what I'm saying.
Consumer confidence. That's all it is. It's this. People are afraid that they're going to miss out on something. That's just the bottom line.
What about the cost of shelter? Do you think it's blended with the cost of shelter going up as well? Like, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the cost of materials because of what's going on. And
Rents have not caught up yet to the housing costs and the pricing if you actually had a mortgage. Okay? It's starting to creep up that way. Mm-hmm. And that's also what's helping and driving the force. But we don't have enough time for all that. So let's get on to the next segment here. Here we have a list. Show you this list right here. Okay, you see this? This is a thick list right here, a bunch of properties. Just kind of give you a general idea real quick. There's a property, a pocket listing that's coming up on the market at 1.65. It's a 3,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's going to be completely rehabbed in a Silverado Ranch. We have another property that's coming up on the market, 6,823 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, right? Lot size is roughly about 15,000 square feet, has a pool, golf course view, Spanish Trails, 4.75. We got another one that's coming up on the market, 4,800 square feet, was built in 1994. However, don't really focus on the years because these rehabbers are coming in, gutting everything out, turning it into a contemporary floor plan. 2.6 acres, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, right? Square footage, 7,300 square feet, $4 million. Now, this is just a list. This is just from one investor.
let me get a copy of that.
No. If you guys want a copy of this, look. What's going on right now is this channel is so powerful that I'm working with a lot of brokerages out there that they want us to film their property because they know that this is such a powerful channel that we expose everything, right? because we get a lot of clients from here, and it's a win-win situation for everybody. But anyway, I have another investor here. We got a brand new property that's coming up on the market. Actually, a few here. Looks like this one. Let's see here. I don't like the way this is printed out, so I'm not going to read this one. I don't know why York printed it out like that. All right, so we got another one right here that's coming up on the market. Red Rock Country Club. Anthem Country Club. Full golf course, right? Private golf course, all that stuff. Gym, pool, spa, guard gated community. Full fitness center. You got to go through a guard gated community, through another guard gated community. That's how locked down this community is, right? The asking price on here is $1.7 million, 4 bedrooms, a den, 4 toilets, 2,800 square feet, single story, contemporary. I got another one that's coming up on the market, 3,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, a den, 3 baths. Was actually built in 2000. Again, it's gonna be completely rehab for $1.1 million. Look, I got another one here, 2,900 square feet, 3 bedrooms, a den, 3 bathrooms, right? In Sun City Anthem. Look, if you're 55 years and older and you want to be in a golf course community, age restricted, fully rehab, asking price $1 million.
I'm going to say something about that real quick. 55 plus community.
Yeah.
Some people that are older don't want to go there because they say it's.
I feel like it's taboo. Like,
yeah, like,
dude,
well,
you buy there, you going to go die or something.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be, bothered.
Yeah. Now, the other thing I noticed, we don't have that many viewers at 4 o'clock because especially with this new time shift. However, we have a bunch of comments, and I think we are about that time to be due. And Dan, help me read some of these comments. Let's go. Let's get it, Dan. Let's see the first. All right, go ahead. Spit it out, Dan. What do we got, baby? Let's get.
You might have read this one already.
Okay, let's go
I just got a house and got the keys back on last Thursday. And have been excited to be a new homeowner.
Yeah.
I've been watching this channel for some time now. Did you read that already?
No, I didn't. Well, you know what? Look at that. Congratulations.
Mr. Corey McAndrews.
Hell yeah. You got to get his home. All right. Let's get another comment in here.
Just went under contract at Thrive in Summerlin, a townhome, completion summer 2023. Mm-hmm. That's pretty far. Yeah. I bought out Infinity from Open Door in November 21st, and they offered to buy it back for 20% more than I paid.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So they're a flipping company, and he flipped them.
Oh, he flipped them.
He got 20% flipping. Man, that's a good. You should do that. Buy something and then say, hey, Open Door, I'm gonna give this to you, or.
You know what? I'm not a gambler like that, dude.
I mean, you just went to go play craps, man.
Yeah, but I can afford to lose $100. Imagine you buy a home for like $400.
You're balling. Come on, man.
The
you
market
just go out and just buy cash and just take the
man.
risk.
I'm very calculated. I'm very conservative. All right, let's get another one, baby. Let's go.
Gambling is for entertainment purposes only. Never gamble to win money.
You're absolutely right. Just like the mindset. If we lose, we lose.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
scroll down.
Oh, scroll down? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't know what else.
Has the war in Ukraine and the gas prices affect the market this past month? You want to know something? We talked about that. That's a good point because if you think about it, if you fill up your gas, twice? I'm going to say twice a month and you have 2 cars, you're probably paying another, $200 more a month for discretionary income. That's about $2,400 a year, which if you're already living paycheck to paycheck, which is about 75% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And I think they have less than $1,000 in their account. I mean, that could really impact that, especially if you are in the market to buy a home, because if if you're saving money to buy a home, especially with the down payment, in addition to today's market with the down payment, you got to pay for closing costs. You got to pay above the appraised value. You have all these challenges that's against you. Yes, I'm going to say that really does impact the housing market. However, it's not impacting it that much to the point where average, days on the market is 7 days. So, I mean, it's really not a big of a deal. But if you're trying to save money just to get into your first home, that entry level home, I can see where those challenges are, because when I bought my first home, I wasn't making that kind of money that I was making today. I was literally saving $300-400, and that was big for me back then. All right, what else we got?
Oh, I don't know. What else? I'm in downtown Denver area, and the house I bought in 2017 for $634,000 is now worth $957.
Okay, so I mean, this is a good point. Let's just say if you did, buy it at that price point, you're making like $300,000.
Yeah.
The question is, he probably has a great interest rate at like 3.2%. So what do, Dan? Do you actually tell the guy to sell and go buy another home? Right? Like, what do? You're going to hold on to that home like every other American that has an interest rate at, 3.2%.
Well, I mean, everybody's goal is different. Am I going to say to go refinance? No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell him to go refinance. I mean, unless he wants to pull cash out and buy another house.
Yeah, don't do that. Let me throw you
That's
under
the
the
only
bridge
thing
here. Like,
Go ahead.
you're renting a home. You're not buying a home. Why don't you buy a home?
Well,
I know a good realtor.
I can say this. I did own a home.
You did.
Yep. And it's not saying my thing is this. I have a specific home that I want to buy.
Yeah.
And until I get there where it's land and everything included with it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to pull the trigger.
You ain't gonna pull the trigger.
I'm more into the vintage style homes. I don't like the cookie cutter stuff. I want a yard.
Yeah.
I want things where it's like you
It
go
ain't
out.
here.
Well, that's why I'm strategically watching things, because there's stuff over where I live
Yeah.
that has that, but people don't want to leave.
Yeah, but the
That's
question
the
is,
problem.
you got the money. Why are you not buying?
Like I said, I'm not going to go buy into a specific house and overpay for it, because I just sold my
There
house
you go.
not too long ago.
You don't want to overpay for it.
Well, I know the market, and I wouldn't overpay for it. If it's something that I want, then I'll go buy it. If a vintage house came on the market, it was like, hey, you can go above, and there's a certain threshold for everybody to go buy it. Sure, you got land, good size home, decent. I got dogs, I got things that I got a kid, so I want people to be able to enjoy their life. I don't want to jump into a house because everybody else is doing it, where you can jump from one roof to another roof.
That's my point. Because
why would you buy into that?
So what you're saying is you don't want to overpay for a home.
Not for a home like that.
Because you know what's going on with the
Because
market.
if I'm
so
going to
you're saying the market is overpriced right now.
100%.
Okay. So you're saying no, buy a home then.
No, I'm saying if you need to buy a home and that's where your mindset is, go buy a home.
Yeah.
If you need shelter, you need shelter, right?
And if you're going to buy a home in today's market, you're going to call Dan as a lender, and you're going to use me as a real estate agent.
But here's my thing. Would you buy into a house of a cookie cutter house if you bought another house? Because your house is right next stacked, and this is how Vegas does it: stack, stack, stack.
Yeah.
Anybody
I
can
live
go
in
buy
a
that.
cookie cutter home.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you go buy another house,
Yeah.
what type of house are you going to buy?
I think the next home I'm buying, I'm buying a $2 million home. I'm buying a nice one.
You want land and you want separation, right?
No, I don't think it's about the land. For me, it's about the style of living, the community, the area, right? I think the next one I'm going to live in a guard gated
Why would you
community.
go pay $2.5 million when you got a house and there's a roof and it's like that close? That's just me. I mean, why would you go? Like, if I'm going to buy,
it's the lifestyle, man.
well, no, but if I want $2 million,
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy a house that is my house, right? It's nobody else is around me.
You financing, that's the bank's house. That ain't your house.
It doesn't matter if I'm financing or not. That's my house. I signed my name.
So let me ask you this. If I pulled up on the MLS right now, based upon your criteria, has everything that you want, you wouldn't buy it. You still wouldn't buy it.
No, I would buy it, but
You wouldn't buy
the
it
problem is this.
because the home pricing is too high.
No, let me explain. If you have a house that's available,
Yeah.
and let's say that, because I sold my house,
Mm-hmm.
you get in and you say, okay, this is what I want to have, is all the 9 out of the 10 things or whatever. The problem is when you get into these houses, they know that they have you, because in this market, it's not about overpaying. It's more about the sellers know that they can get what they want. What you're really competing against is not the seller. You're competing against other people out there buying the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. When you have less competition and more supply, you have a better shot at getting a home for a reasonable price. I also think too, and this is just my opinion, it doesn't mean it's, I think we're gonna maybe reset for about 10 or 15%, where at some point we're gonna start to come down to a recession. It's not gonna be a crash, but if this keeps going the way it's going,
it's going to have to
come
stop.
down. It's gonna have to stop.
Yeah, because you can't keep going 20% this year, another year 20%, another 20%. Now, the only way it can go like that, if you constantly print more and more money, right? But the problem is that you're devaluing the currency, and that's not a good thing. Okay. Now let's get into another question here. It says, I get there is a lot of shortage, but where are all the jobs to support these high prices? That's actually a good point that this gentleman has actually just made. As home pricing goes high, and we talked about this, the average household income is $56,000, almost 10 times the income. It's going to come to a point where, yeah, you can't afford it. But here's the thing. It's not about the jobs. It's about the migration pattern that's coming out here. We deal with a lot of people from California, okay? If you look at California, they're selling the average homes for like $1 million. You're making $500,000, taking that money coming over here.
Yeah, but if their economy slows down and their market slows down, our market slows down.
I'm talking about right now.
Well, look, it's a trickle effect.
That's what's going on. That answers that question, right? Now let's get into another one. Always enjoy watching your videos. Okay, here from UK. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. When you show the $2 million properties and those with the strip view, okay, who comes to, if ever, think of buying any properties in Vegas? I'm not understanding this last part. Go ahead. What is he saying, Dan?
I don't know where you're at.
Austin Martin.
Aston.
Oh, Aston Martin.
Always enjoy watching your videos here from the UK. Fascinating when you have 2 million properties and those who with strip views. Know who to come to if I ever think of buying any property in Vegas.
I guess he's talking about me. Well, I know a good realtor.
Well, why don't you pop your collar, man?
Oh, pop the collar. Here you go. Boom. Done. All right. Next one. What else?
Let's keep scrolling down. I says I got the list at TriPoint in January, and I still haven't heard anything.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Just due to the fact that they're only releasing like 3 every other month.
Well, listen, there's TriPoint too. Dude. So check this out.
Yeah.
This lady comes to me and she's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about TriPoint because it's real quick." She comes to me.
You mean 3 point?
Yeah, 3 point.
One of the agents today said 3 point. We started cracking up laughing. We thought that shit was funny.
That is funny, actually.
Yeah.
So they are taking applications and pulling a hard credit pull.
Okay.
Because they have to get pre-approved by their lender.
Yeah.
But then they have 200 people on the list.
Yeah, which is dumb.
So I go, well, how many lots do they have? 8.
Good luck.
I go, what are the odds she's going to get a house? 1%. Not actually nothing really. But dude, it's like they're still taking applications. That just doesn't make any sense to me. How many? I don't want to read that one.
Is that for a rehab or a update for a single family home?
Where?
I don't know. Vincent. He's probably talking about the statistics and the numbers. These are just resale homes across the board. What are you laughing at?
$1.99 for York's car.
Oh, yeah. That was actually a good one. I remember when it was like 7% was a great deal. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's true. Somebody says I'm old. Crickets. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's get into this one. What's this one right here, Dan?
Which one it says?
Right here, Vegas coins. Something about Chakits said in a video that the
two systems.
Okay, never mind. We already read all that. Can't wait till the next market dip.
Let's look at this one. Chakits, the price you mentioned, the $400 or $400,000 for a single family residence, is that for a fixer up or a move-in ready home?
No. Okay, so basically the median price point for a home in today's market, $465,000. That's the median price point across the board. So it doesn't mean it's completely fixed up. It's just an average home that's currently out there. Some of them could be rehab, but that's just kind of a barometer. So you have an average and you have a median, right? So what the median is, they take the lowest and they take the highest and they see what's the average that are selling and they kind of squash it right between the middle, kind of give you an idea. So that's just a barometer across the board. However, when you go into certain neighborhoods, districts, areas, the price per square foot will change. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, if it is like completely rehabbed and the median price point for that area is $465,000, it will probably sell for more, especially if it's rehabbed, right? I'm gonna say probably $15,000 or $20,000 more. So just keep that in mind. We're not gonna read this question right here. 6 months left in a buyer's market. Rates are at 6 by then. I think rates will go up to 6%. What do you think? And at 6%, does that also impact the market? Do you see the housing market?
I don't think it will.
Slowing. I don't think so either, man.
I don't think it's going to go to 6%.
No, not with everything that's going against.
Well, it's going to look at this is a slow process. Every so often they're going to say they're going to raise the Fed's fund rate. So we'll see.
Somebody says no dip for a while, slight correction maybe. I would actually have to agree with that. What is this? Millennials complaining to their parents about the interest rates. Parents say that their first house was at 10% in the late 80s. Wow. Millennials say, damn. let's buy a house. Let's buy a house. That's why I said, look, 5% is kind of high for me. Now, talking about the interest rates, right, for a primary residence, investment property, because a lot of people are now buying investment properties. Where are we at investment property wise as far as percentage?
Don't look at that.
Ooh,
rates are not good on that. Look,
what is the rough rate?
So you have Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Those are government sanctioned entities, right? Mm-hmm. They control a certain demographic of buyers.
Yeah,
makes it easier for investors to buy.
Yeah.
I feel that they're strategically not giving good rates, or they have called loan level pricing adjustments,
mm-hmm.
where they're slowing down the investment side of it.
Yeah.
So look, you're making money because you're running a business. If you're buying an investment property, you're in essence running your own business.
Yeah.
Second home investment properties, you're going to see them high fives.
Mm-hmm. High fives.
Mid to high fives.
Ooh.
Good luck.
I think I got one right now at 5.2, but I mean, I bought such a great deal. I'm definitely cash flowing it. Matter of fact, I just raised the rents on it, and clients were still happy even though I raised the rents, but everything's going up in price.
Like $700 or no?
Nah, I would never do that, man. That's a dick move, man. We don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed.
Did you see that though online? Somebody raised the rates that much. That's why I was bringing it up on the news.
Nah, that's not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, especially when you have tenants that take care of your property and they don't give you a problem, right?
It's in the news a lot where landlords trying to make that money back.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the LV Home Experts Radio Show. Look, if you guys are thinking about purchasing a home, you're going to start off with the financing section. Where you're going to go is lvhomeexperts.com. Click that financing button and get your application started with Dan French with Guarantee Rate. Once you figure out where you want to be as far as the price point, monthly comfort level, monthly payment, then at that point, that's going to dictate your purchasing power. Then you're going to get back with me. We're going to set you up on a home search, and we're going to see exactly what is out there based upon your comfort level. Again, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, check us out on Instagram. We just hit about, I don't even know how much we have, 5,000 subscribers. No, maybe 6,000 at this time. We're trying to get to the 10,000. We provide a lot of content on there too as well, so check us out. Other than that, until next time, everybody.